god, the devil went almost! Damn, oh my god! People who cheat in their speedruns are hilarious because they're terrible at hiding the fact that they cheated. These are the funniest fake Minecraft speedruns.
This speedrun, there is a lot wrong here. They spawn right in a village. How convenient. And in the distance, that house ahead, that door is open. Could that really happen as soon as they spawn in? Let's find out. The speedrunner begins doing what they know best, speedrunning. They're shaking their screen around, and then they begin breaking this block. Nope, never mind. They walk away. The speedrunner finds a blacksmith house, entering it, opening this chest, and inside, like every other fake speedrunner in the entire universe, they find completely unbelievable loot. Iron, diamonds, bread, in your dreams, buddy. The speedrunner wastes a lot of time taking the diamond sword, the diamonds, the iron boots, the iron helmet, the iron chest plate. Then they waste even more time equipping it. Let's get this show on the road. Nope, hang on a second here. Something important is happening. The speedrunner walks away from the blacksmith house, approaching another villager house. And I'm just gonna freeze frame here. Tell me if you can tell what is wrong. It's staring you right in the face. There are 3 cauldrons outside of this villager house, completely filled with water. And I hate to break it to you, but no, that is not the newest update. So the speedrunner enters the house, opening up the chest, and it's as weird as you could possibly imagine. A leather helmet, 4 loaves of bread, 10 sticks, 19 end portal frames, and a partridge in a pear tree. And I wish there was audio to this speedrun because I'm sure this goofball is screaming at the top of their lungs right now, making a big hullabaloo about nothing. Anyways, it's at this point when the speedrunner actually begins breaking wood. So they get a log, they turn it into planks, they make a crafting table, and they begin crafting a diamond pickaxe. Totally legit. The speedrunner then approaches this well, and well, I don't know what they are doing. They jump down, revealing a hole that goes deeper than the usual 2x2 structure of a well. They swim down, the video quality is so low. Are they going up or are they going down at this point? I don't know. Eventually, they do hit the bottom, and well, would you look at that. Diamond ore. How convenient. But hold your breath, this very well could be legitimate. The speedrunner very quickly runs out of air. Then they're desperately trying to swim into this hole, and they do before they die. The material beneath them, I'm 99% sure that's sponge. How did that get down there? I don't know. The speedrunner goes back into the water, they mine diamond ore, they go back to the sponge to get some air, they go back into the water to mine diamond ore, they start mining the coal, then they go back to the sponge and then just sit there for a really long time. What are you doing? Did you take a potty break? Then all of a sudden they're back, they're actually speedrunning now, and they swim back to the surface. The point of this, I don't know, and I'm scared to find out what it is. Finally at the top of the well, the speedrunner struggles to break the cobblestone in front of them, but they do end up breaking that block and they get out, and everything seems normal. Nothing seems different yet, and I'm genuinely not sure what they're doing. The speedrunner returns back to that goofy villager house that is not legitimate. They open up the chest, nothing is in there unusual, it's just bread. But let's watch this clip in silence and tell me if you notice what happens here. Yeah, that's right. The speedrunner opens up their inventory with their Windows cursor being revealed, which leads me to believe that they windowed out. It's all gonna make sense in a few seconds. The speedrun begins running again, and they end up approaching another villager house that looks basically identical. 3 cauldrons and 2 torches outside. Now I'm beginning to think, am I just stupid and are these real villager houses? They open the door, they close it by accident. What in tarnation? They open it again, opening the chest in front of them. You know, it's got some leather boots, some leather leggings, 2 pieces of bread, 18 blaze rods. Yeah, this is very clearly not legitimate. Well, at this point, the speedrunner begins walking into all these random villager houses, opening their doors until they get to this 3rd villager house, and it's very clear what they were looking for was a chest. They try to go to sleep by accident until the final right click, they open up this chest, and it's exactly what they were looking for. 32 ender pearls. And come on, even my grandma knows that M portal frame frames, blaze rods, and ender pearls do not spawn in villager chests. Well, the speedrunner goes to sleep holding their blaze rod and typing W. I am so confused. They then wake up attempting to build eyes of ender. Oh brother, they don't know how to make blaze powder. This is just sad. The speedrunner swaps the ender pearls with the blaze rods. That's not it either. Until they by accident discover, oh okay, that's how you make blaze powder. And like a true professional speedrunner, they create 34 blaze powders. Just so much more than you would actually need. They make their eyes of ender and then they are on their merry way. Nope, never mind, just kidding. The speedrunner starts typing in the chat a /give command to give them 22 enchanted golden apples. And oh brother, this guy stinks. You have spent 5 minutes being a goofball trying to hide the fact that you're cheating, doing a terrible job, and then you just give up and shamelessly do a /give command. Why am I not surprised? From this point onwards, the speedrunner eats 2 of those enchanted golden apples, and then they waste a whole minute just aimlessly walking around in circles. Buddy, are you okay? They then proceed to build the end portal. Nope, never mind. I never thought I'd say something like this, but this guy is so bad that they need a tutorial on how to play in creative mode. Do you not know how to build an end portal? The speedrunner fills the portal with eyes just about as slow as a snail, and they enter the end. At which point they start typing even more nonsense /game mode creative. Yeah, that's right. The speedrunner is shamelessly in creative mode now, which begs the question, how is there 10 more minutes of this speedrun? You'd think that they would just do a /kill command and be on their merry way, get that world record, make your mother proud. But nope, we're about to find out how he wasted 10 whole minutes in creative mode. Well, at first, everything is exactly how you'd expect it to be. The speedrunner is floating around, struggling to break these end crystals until they give themselves a bed. And yeah, they just start throwing beds all over the place here. They right-click on the bed while the dragon is perching, and it literally does nothing. What a fail. But you know what? This fake speedrunner is not a quitter. They put even more beds down this time. And hang on a second, what are they doing? While they are waiting for the dragon to perch, they are enchanting their diamond sword with sharpness 5. So naturally, the speedrunner goes floating up into the sky, trying to hit the dragon. It is just not working. By some miracle, the dragon begins perching again. The speedrunner ignites all of those beds, and it does nothing. This is just hilarious. Even with sharpness 5, the speedrunner barely does a dent on the dragon. The dragon flies away. And you know what? Third time's a charm. They put even more beds down. The speedrunner ignites those beds. It does nothing again. They are getting so desperate that they start typing a /kill command. Wait a second. That's their username. Hold up. Are they about to end themselves? Nope, never mind. They delete their username, typing entity. That is not how to do it, buddy. Then they end up entering the command /kill ender dragon, which again is not how to cheat. The command comes back with an error. Unfortunately, the third time is not a charm. The speedrunner gets desperate. They are just throwing beds everywhere. They're exploding. I can only imagine what the audio to this speedrun is like. Unfortunately, there was no audio with the video. I think they've just given up now. Nope, never mind. They are putting more beds down. This dude has not learned that this is not the way. They right-click on the beds, and it actually does do a substantial amount of damage, but unfortunately not enough. I don't know what in the world this goober is doing. They give themselves a redstone torch and TNT. Unfortunately though, before the dragon can even perch, the TNT catches on fire, it ignites, their plan is ruined. They put another bed down. Oh brother, have you not learned your lesson? The speedrunner spends all of this time putting these beds back down, and they explode them again by accident. I don't know when this madness is gonna end. They put more TNT down. The dragon perches. They have the redstone torch in their hand, and they just never ignite the TNT. This is just painful. The speedrunner has created the ultimate dragon killer Anator 3000. If that doesn't look like it's gonna kill a dragon, I don't know what will. They put a redstone torch in the top just for good luck. That's not gonna do anything. The speedrunner ignites those TNT blocks, and it does nothing. This is so sad. The speedrunner makes the same structure. The dragon perches, they ignite the TNT, and I kid you not, it ignites 1 second too late. They put more TNT down. The dragon perches, and it's got like 1 HP left. It looks like they're trying to give themselves something in creative, a name tag, an iron hoe, a fishing rod. He is desperate. But they eventually just give themselves a bow with no arrows, and somehow they're able to use the bow with no arrows, and they kill the dragon. The speedrunner presses escape. They're on the pause menu, and this world record attempt ends without them even going into the portal. So technically, they didn't even beat the game. All right, let's move on. This next speedrun, holy cow, is it a wild one. Oh, hang on a second. Someone is knocking on my door in the middle of a recording. Come on. Hello? Ladies and gentlemen, I've got very important news. Buy my brand new plushie. That's right, the Cute Cat plushie is available for purchase only for the next 21 days. He wants to enter your private domicile. Buy the cat, don't buy the cat, there is no try. This plushie will infiltrate your home and assert its dominance. What in tarnation? Put him on your desk, put him in your bag, throw him across the room, cuddle him at nighttime. This cat is made of only the finest quality cat. Soft, silky, smooth, squishy. Yes, that's right, he has paws, and they're squishable. It is game over for anything else to pause. And whoa, what is in the cat food these days? Click the first link in the description or that pinned comment. Do it fast, because after 21 days, this adorable little gremlin will no longer be for sale. Click the link in the description and buy it. You will not regret it. Enjoy his presence, squish him, admire how adorable. Whatever you do, do not leave him unattended at 3 a.m. This speedrun, before I even click play, I'm just gonna let you listen to the intro because it is ridiculous.
Yo guys, we're gonna speedrun Minecraft today with 100% legit, not cheats. Let's go, oh my.
Yeah, there's a lot I could comment on. This guy is using a toaster oven for a microphone, but they do create their new world in survival mode and everything is looking legitimate. Unfortunately though, their world creation loads unusually quickly, and you can tell it's fake because it was so quick. They're already level 7 and they are selecting the 3rd slot on their hotbar. Totally legitimate. And you know what? Before I even say anything, the speedrunner turns around and just listen to their ridiculous reaction.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I am just as confused as you are. The speedrunner turns around and they find the Titanic, which I guess is a new feature. So the speedrunner breaks this tree, they get 1 birch log, they turn it into planks and get 4 sticks and 2 buttons. I don't know why. The speedrunner goes back to break another log, they turn it into more planks, and you can see that they put their extra button on the Titanic. I am so confused. The speedrunner uses all of their planks to attempt climbing up to the top of this ship. Unfortunately, they are not really good at doing anything. So they go back and break more wood. They put that log down and finally they are breaking into this new Minecraft structure. I am so excited to see what it's all about. And like anyone would expect with the Titanic, there is water at the bottom of it and a chest hidden in the water. Inside that chest, the most ridiculous items you could possibly imagine.
Oh my gosh, guys! Look at all this loot! Woo!
Yeah, after that ridiculous reaction, there is a sudden cut, and I guess the Titanic structure has an enchantment table in it, too. Well, this speedrunner is making so much progress. They've got really everything they need except for blaze rods. And you might ask, well, what's next? Just watch this next clip. It is so goofy.
All we need to do is make it to the...
Yeah, that's right. This speedrunner's reactions are so hilarious. They get up to the top of the ship, and in the distance, I'm pretty sure what they saw was a nether portal. How lucky. Nope, never mind. Hang on. Is this supposed to be some sort of wish.com desert temple? I am pretty sure chests do not spawn underneath the ground like this. Like, someone fact check me, but I'm 99% sure this is not legitimate. The speedrunner finds this goofy structure with chests at the bottom. They jump down, and even more ridiculous items in the chests. You are not fooling anybody. Obsidian, 60 flint, 17 iron ingots, bedrock. What in tarnation? Who even needs 64 flint?
Okay, now we just need to bridge out of here. How many more blocks is... Alright guys.
Yeah, that's right. This goofy speedrunner trapped himself underground with bedrock. But don't worry, luckily they're able to break the walls through and escape. And as soon as the fake speedrunner exits this goofy wish.com fake structure, they find a nether portal. And hang on a second, did you see what else there was in the corner there? Yeah, that is an end portal, very crappily covered by bedrock. This is just so embarrassingly sad. And oh my goodness, the nether portal has an extra obsidian block on the top right. I should honestly just start selling worst cheater ever awards. And things just continue to get worse. The speedrunner jumps into this goofy nether portal. What is the structure that is directly ahead of them? Is that supposed to be a villager house? The speedrunner spawns into the nether. Immediately in front of them is a chest. This is just not possible. And inside the chest, whoop-de-doo-dah, I am not surprised. End portal frames and blaze rods. Like they even need the end portal frames. When is my misery gonna be over? They return to the overworld and just listen to what they say in response to whatever in the world this structure is in front of them.
Alright guys, so we're almost to the net. No way guys, I think this is a village house.
Yeah, the speedrunner found, and I'm air quoting, the village house. They enter this little 2x2 hut, opening the chest, and wow, would you look at that, 9 beds. How convenient. So the speedrunner makes blaze powder, they make the eyes of Ender, and their reaction to making them is just so funny.
With my new ender pearls.
I am so beyond confused. The speedrunner begins creating an end portal. Even though just a moment ago, we saw an end portal covered by bedrock. Will that mystery ever be uncovered? I don't know. You're gonna have to watch to find out. Yep, wait a second. It's literally a completed end portal in the corner of the screen.
Build the nether portal. Wait, I don't get it guys, it should have worked by now.
Yeah, I kid you not. There was a sudden cut and the speedrunner created this abomination. I don't know what incarnation they were trying to do here. I guess they try again, even though directly in front of them are multiple end portals that are completely filled and ready to go. I have no words. So the speedrunner has entered the end, even though they say we made it to the nether.
Yo guys, we did it, we made it into the nether.
I don't think I've ever seen anything more cursed than this. They are building up using bookshelf blocks. These next few moments, I could not commentate it even if I tried to. The speedrunner is clearly having a difficult time killing the Ender Dragon. And then I'm not even gonna say a peep. Just watch these next few moments. It is hilarious.
You know what? Screw this. I don't care. Oh my gosh, guys, we just killed the Ender Dragon. Holy cow, look at us. Now all we need to do is just quickly escape the end because about this portal that we just constructed. But just to make sure I don't die when I'm escaping it, I'm gonna go ahead and sleep. What was that, guys? No!
If someone can explain to me in the comments what in the world I just watched, I would really appreciate it. Thanks. This speedrun, I am terrified. There is a lot to unpack here. You have a huge watermark at the top right of the screen. The speedrunner is not selecting the first slot on their hotbar. And whoever in the world Bubble Boy with an I-64 is, they took all of the effects away from themselves. Let's just get right into it.
Okay. Oh my god! It's an emerald netherite tree!
Yep, I never thought I would see this day come. I am finally reviewing a fake speedrun that is quite literally one of those crazy ones that I usually put at the beginning of the video. The speedrunner found the netherite emerald tree and their speedrun timer is just stuck on the same time for the entire duration of the speedrun. And underneath the netherite emerald tree is a chest. What a surprise. Inside it is just all the most ridiculous stupid items you could possibly imagine. While the speedrunner is taking all this loot, you can hear them freaking out, but also their friends hanging out with them, like muttering underneath their breath, trying to be quiet.
Oh my god, there's an elytra and an eye of Ender! Hey, someone stole my totem, I'm gonna die! Give it back right now, I'm firing you!
Yeah, and you know what? One of the reasons why I'm reviewing this speedrun is because you could tell it's just a group of friends having a stupid fun time. Yeah, they're cheating at speedrunning, but it's funny.
Oh my god, nice decoration! Oh, look!
Yeah, and that's exactly what I mean. These are just stupid friends having a stupid fun time being goofy. They mine the diamonds, they mine the netherite, they find the super rare netherite diamond golem. Honestly, in a lot of ways, this just reminds me of me being a kid being stupid in video games. It's funny.
Oh my god, it's a super rare iron golem! Oh my god! Look inside, I've gotta get some crits on it!
After all the excitement and the goofiness dies down, the speedrunner gets out their single eye of Ender, they throw it, and it goes straight down. And you can imagine how excited they are about this.
Let's use this one eye that I got. Oh my god, it went straight down!
And yeah, this plays out about exactly as you would expect it. The speedrunner finds a cave. You can see the stone brick. They dig down, and they dig down directly into the stronghold. When in the stronghold, there is a sign on the wall that says subscribe.
So if you haven't subscribed already, it's about time, buddy.
They open the chest, more netherite armor and weapons. It's very clear that this is fake.
Oh my god, oh my god. Time out. One of you guys give me. Okay. Move out of the way. Move out of the way so they don't think I cut. No, I already did it. Okay. Okay. Oh my god.
This is just so hilarious to watch. I feel like I'm getting the behind the scenes from a movie. These goofy kids whispering underneath their breath, saying they're gonna cut it out, and they forget, immediately putting on a show. And yeah, the speedrunner discovers the netherite stronghold with the axolotl spawner with an 11-eye end portal. How lucky.
Oh my god, it's an 11-eye. This day can't get any better. Oh my god, it's a blue axolotl. I've never seen a baby blue axolotl. What are the odds? Anyways, it's time to go in the end. 3, 2, 1. No.
Yeah, honestly, this is pretty funny to watch. Like I said, these are just gamers having a good time, having fun. It's what it's all about. But unfortunately, their plan to fake and cheat at a Minecraft speedrun goes horribly wrong when their creative mode end portal just doesn't work. Until, I kid you not, there is a Windows Movie Maker transition effect, and we discover that their friend just created another portal in the hallway.
Yeah, it's a break. It's back from our name. Oh my god! I can't get through.
So the speedrunner fills in the end portal with their eyes of ender, and they enter the end. And yeah, the end island is made of gold, but I don't think these guys know how to do the /fill command and replace blocks, because the entire top of the end island is still endstone. This is so goofy. It doesn't help that their audio is so loud and crunchy. It sounds like an atomic bomb is going off.
Okay, drink this rabbit.
And during all of this madness, I kid you not, the speedrunner just stops playing the game. You can hear his friends while the speedrunner is explaining to them how to do a /kill command. It sounds like someone is cooking with pots and pans in the background, and then they die, and there's a sudden cut, and just watch the full clip on its own. It is hilarious.
Anyways, time to use my secret weapon. See, if you throw iron on the ground like this, I can type people's ender dragon. And we're gonna die. Wow! Oh my god, we killed the dragon!
And yeah, just like that, the speedrunner beat the game with their friends in a world record 1 second.
Anyways, world record, baby! Yeah!
Honestly, I know they were faking it, but it's wholesome and it was funny.
The speedrunner creates their world and everything is looking normal. World creation seems legitimate. They're selecting the first slot. They're looking ahead. But hang on a second. As soon as they start moving, they are using a timer, not a stopwatch. Buddy, that's not how speedruns work. So the speedrunner spawns in what seems like the middle of nowhere. I'm not sure why, but they run around this tree. A little suspicious, but let's just roll with it. Well, nothing looks different. So the speedrunner jumps into the ocean and they're swimming. And would you look at that, straight ahead is a village. How lucky is that? So the speedrunner enters this village and everything seems very normal. But hang on a second, this house on the right, the door is already open. Totally legit. Inside this house, the speedrunner opens up the chest and they do find items that I believe to be legitimate. Some snowballs, an ice block, some seeds, some bread, a potato. But the speedrunner only takes the blue ice, the bread, and they break the bed. Then the speedrunner puts the blue ice down in a very specific spot. Weird, but okay. They go in another house, opening the chest and only taking potatoes, 2 emeralds, and they break this bed. They go in another house, take more potatoes, take more beds, more potatoes, more bread, another one, another one, another one, another bed, more bread, another bed. Hang on a second. This village is the size of New York City. How many beds are there? I'm trying to figure out why this speedrunner has wasted 3 whole minutes just collecting potatoes, bread, and beds. What is this guy, Dwight Schrute? Bears beats Battlestar Galactica? Anyways, I don't know if I'm being paranoid now, but the speedrunner enters this house. They go inside to upgrade gear, and I don't know if I'm overthinking it, but the top left slot has nothing in it, and then all of a sudden there is an icon present. Again, I don't know if I'm overthinking this. I could just be paranoid, but nothing seems fake about this speedrun yet. This guy has 13 beds, and if you look back at one of my older videos,
videos called Beating Minecraft the Right Way, I'm pretty sure there's footage in there of me one-cycling the dragon with like 4 or 5 beds. You do not need 13 beds if you are speedrunning Minecraft. Just wait, it gets worse. Watch this next moment and tell me if you notice anything unusual about it. Rewind the video if you didn't notice it and try and take a better look. Yeah, that's right. If you look closely, there is a very sudden cut. The only indication is that the edges of the screen get slightly darker if I go frame by frame. Why, you might ask, there would be a sudden cut while this speedrunner is just collecting beds? Yeah, that's why. I think this guy is gonna make the American flag out of beds. Now again, watch these next few moments and tell me if you notice what's going on here. Yeah, that's right. If I go frame by frame, there is another very sudden cut. Going from the last frame to the next, they're selecting a different slot on their hotbar. You can also notice a big skip in their motion forward. Well, genuinely, nothing looks different here. So I do wonder if this speedrunner was making unnecessary cuts to throw us off of their trail. I don't know. Well, the speedrunner approaches a very inconspicuous blob of coal ore on the ground, and they begin putting beds down in a very particular manner on this coal ore. And it's really tough to say what happens here because as soon as the speedrunner turns around, there is just a lit nether portal right behind them. What in tarnation? The only thing I can imagine is that if I go frame by frame, there is a very sudden moment where they are selecting a different slot on their hotbar. What I think is going on here is that this speedrunner is kind of like a sleight of hand magician. They're just doing all sorts of wacky stuff in front of us so that we're not paying attention to the real cheating that's going on here. Well, the speedrunner does enter the nether, and unfortunately where they spawn in is not so good. There is literally nothing here. So I genuinely don't know what the speedrunner is gonna do next. Wait a second, what in the world are they doing? Yeah, hang on a second. Did you see what just happened there? If I go frame by frame, we can very clearly see the particles in the air suddenly being in completely different areas, as well as them selecting, again, another slot in their inventory. And when they turn around, the nether portal is gone, and it's replaced by a chest and an armor stand with full netherite armor. Oh, brother, way to be obvious. So the speedrunner takes their spoils of war and they equip their full netherite armor, opening the chest, finding basically everything you would need to speedrun Minecraft if you're bad at the game. This is so goofy. Then the speedrunner tosses their bread and potatoes into the lava pit like, you know what? I'm too good for you anyways. So the speedrunner begins digging out a hole to build the nether portal in. Even though that wastes tons of time, they could have just built the nether portal without digging out all of those blocks. But on the bright side, at least this guy knows what a rectangle looks like. So they use their fire charge to light the nether portal. And again, I'm just gonna assume you noticed what just happened here. Yeah, going frame by frame, the golden apples are gone and they suddenly have a water bucket. This guy literally has to cheat because he's not good at cheating. Just let that sink in. Well, the speedrunner walks around and they approach a very specific block and they begin breaking it, only to reveal a very, very long hole with water at the bottom of it. And would you look at that? It's the stronghold. And I have to point out how goofy it is that the speedrunner got an advancement for Monster Hunter, but they never got an advancement for, oh, I don't know, finding the stronghold, which essentially means 5 minutes into the speedrun, and that is the first time this player killed a mob. That is just sad. As if this couldn't get any worse, the speedrunner then begins to fill the portal with eyes in the most obscure way possible. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 8, 7, 10, 9, 11, 12. Oh my goodness. Do you not know how to count in order? Well, the speedrunner is in the end now, and they actually did get an advancement for that, which is good news. They tried a water bucket clutch onto the end island, and they failed doing so. But the speedrunner just never picks up their water again. Buddy, you made a whole elaborate series of cuts just to give yourself that water bucket. And for what? To fail the water bucket clutch? But here's the thing. They actually turn around as if like, oh, I need my water. And then they change their mind again, forgetting that they just put a block on the water source, getting rid of it. Well, when in the end, the speedrunner attempts shooting 2 of the end crystals with their bow and arrow, missing both of them. And then they suddenly start building this structure and digging down. Wait, hang on a second. What's going on here? Yeah, if I go frame by frame, the speedrunner suddenly has 31 more experience points, 2 less cooked chickens, 3 less golden apples, and a partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, who am I kidding? The Ender Dragon's health bar is gone. When the speedrunner digs up to the surface, there is just a pool of bath water hanging out on the end island. What is that? The Ender Dragon's jacuzzi? I don't know. And what really happened here, I don't know if we'll ever find out. Wait, yes, we will find out. Before the speedrunner enters the end game portal, they look up, and what in tarnation happened up there? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Buddy really built the transcontinental railroad on the top of the end island. And yes, just like that, the speedrunner beat the game in, I guess 7 minutes and 12 seconds. But if you factor in all the cuts and all the lost footage, it was probably about 3 hours. This speedrun, oh brother, you are in for a treat. Their Minecraft skin is a sheep with sunglasses and a businessman suit. Who is this, Jay Schlatt playing? Their timer is literally humongous. It is a monstrosity on the screen. And they have a stick. This is very promising. Right off the bat, the speedrunner goes up to a tree, they break it, getting 1 oak log, then they make a crafting table and they put it down. But as soon as they put that crafting table down, it says set on game mode to survival. And when they turn around, there's just 256 oak logs hanging out behind them. How convenient. So the speedrunner makes a wooden pickaxe and a wooden sword, and now they're just in creative mode, literally floating around. And then if I go frame by frame, their timer just jumps up by 15 seconds for no particular reason. And then directly after that, there is a sudden cut where they're just in front of a village. So what I think they were doing is that their timer is actually a video that they're cutting, but they just didn't make the cuts at the same time. I don't know. So the speedrunner suddenly puts themselves back into survival mode after by accident taking 2 screenshots. Then they go into this villager house. And of course, there is another cut. Guys, I know this speedrun is fake, but the end of it is just so ridiculous I had to show it to you. Yeah, in the chest, there's full netherite armor, full netherite tools. Whoop-de-doo-dah. The speedrunner is then just in spectator mode. Oh my goodness, do you have no shame? They put themselves into survival mode, then they're in creative mode, and then yeah, the speedrunner says they found this really cool glitch where you're able to find nether portals instantly.
But I found this really cool glitch. It allows you to basically find nether portals like almost instantly.
That is followed by a very sudden cut where they just built a nether portal in front of them and lit it. Yeah, what a cool glitch, buddy. So the speedrunner is now in the nether, at which point the speedrunner begins typing a /locate command, followed by another sudden cut. The chat log says that they were teleported to these coordinates. They're in front of a nether fortress now, but honestly, this speedrunner's video recording software is so bad, it is so dark, you cannot see a single thing. In a nutshell, the speedrunner whacks at 2 blaze rods in creative mode. There's another cut, and then they just drop a bunch of blaze rods in creative mode. I mean, this is just so shamelessly fake. But wait until you see the end. The speedrunner uses a /give command to give themselves Eyes of Ender. The speedrunner is still in creative mode. They are building a nether portal. This guy does not understand what a rectangle is, like many other fake speedrunners. Buddy, that is a square. When the speedrunner returns to the overworld, they find themselves in the same forest that Herobrine might inhabit. What in tarnation? This speedrunner is 5 minutes into their run, and a professional speedrunner would have probably beaten the game by now. But this goofy goober is locating the stronghold with commands and teleporting themselves to it. They are in spectator mode, and they are still unable to find the portal room. This is just so hilarious. So they fill the portal with eyes. I am honestly not surprised that they haven't died in creative mode yet. This guy would probably find a way to do that. Well, when in the end, the speedrunner has the F3 screen plastered all over their video, on top of their monstrosity of a timer. And underneath all of that garbage, you can see a lot of TNT. Yeah, this goober spawned in 22,000 blocks of TNT, nearly crashing their computer, and they still did not kill the Ender Dragon. And yeah, just like that, the speedrunner beat the game in a world record. Well, hang on a second. Their timer stopped at 9 minutes and 12 seconds, but they did not enter the portal yet. Then their game freezes, and you can hear the speedrunner say this.
Wait, what's going on?
Yeah, there is a flash of light. The speedrunner's timer is gone, and they have been brought to the dark dimension to face off with Dormammu. I don't know what is happening here. Nope, never mind. That's not Dormammu. That is the speedrun master. And this terrifying entity decides whether or not speedruns are legitimate. Yeah, well, the speedrun master deemed this speedrun fake, and I guess the speedrunner will not be able to escape their fate, which is being banished to eternal torture. Yeah, the speedrunner literally wakes up in a prison cell with skull and bones, and when they turn around, it's just a video of a cat bobbing his head back and forth. I guess if you don't like cats, that's considered torture? I don't know. Anyways, I just thought this one was ridiculously goofy, so I wanted to show it to you.